sponsor of this legislation, Mr. Reichert.
The gentleman is so recognized. Gentleman from
Thank
Washington.
you. I thank the gentleman for yielding. Madam Speaker, I'm proud to rise today to join with Mr. Teague and Mr. Schiff to fight for Katie's Law. Think about what I just said. Katie's Law. We have a bill named after a young lady, a 22-year-old woman, whose life was ripped away from her. So we name a law. I mean, her name will live on. Katie Sepich from Carlsbad, New Mexico, 22 years old. Her life ripped away from her from a monster. I think most of the members of Congress know that I had a full career as a police officer, a sheriff's deputy, SWAT commander, a homicide detective, hostage negotiator, and a street cop for 33 years, and finally as the sheriff before I left the sheriff's office. For 19 years, I know this firsthand, what DNA does. In 1982, I was a 31-year-old homicide detective standing by the riverside collecting the bodies of 3 young women, 16 years old, dead. No DNA then. All we had was blood typing. But we were fortunate, though. We had some bodily samples that we could take that we froze and we saved for 19 years. In 1987, the team of detectives that were together on that case had an opportunity to search the home of a suspect and take bodily fluids from him. He chewed on a piece of gauze. We put it in a test tube and we froze that. 1987, CSI, of course, had not been heard of. But we were still using science, entomology, biology, archaeology, forensic pathology, etc. No computers, no DNA. Still blood typing. In 1999, the first DNA, really, science, 1998-99, became known to law enforcement. So we sent our sample to the only 2 labs that were dealing with DNA at that time. Said your samples were too fragile, too small. We might have to destroy them if we tested them further. So come back in a couple of years. In 2001, we submitted the samples. They came back with a DNA match on 3 of the bodies. We solved, with that DNA match out of 40,000 tip sheets, 10,000 items of evidence, we solved 48 murders. We closed 50 cases. He pled guilty to 48 murders because of DNA. I can't tell you how important Katie's Law is to saving lives. That person who committed these 48 crimes and many, many more took the deaths of these young women, ended their lives tragically, and ruined the lives of their families for the rest of their life. There can never be closure for those families and never be closure for their friends. There can only be answers to some questions. Who killed my daughter? Who took her life and why? That's what DNA does. But it also protects the innocent. As most of you know, there's been some over the past several years that have actually been released from prison because they found the guilty person. So there's all kinds of reasons why this law needs to be passed today. And I hope every member votes yes to pass Katie's Law in honor of the tragedy, the loss of Katie's life, and in honor of all those who have been taken so senselessly. And I appreciate the time, and thank you, Madam Chairman. And Madam Speaker, I yield back.
Mr. Speaker, may I inquire as to how many more speakers the floor manager has remaining?